Hello, in the official selection of Tallinn Black Night Film Festival again. I'm Edvinas, one of the programmers here, and today is absolute pleasure and moment of our pride to introduce these two wonderful gentlemen, Juraj Lehotsky from Slovakia and Bartosz Bielenia from Poland. You certainly know who he is from Corpus Christi and his breakthrough role, and but you both certainly probably don't know that Plastic Symphony was the first confirmed film in our official competition this year.
Oh, wow, that's great.
Yeah. So, and this means you are the longest waited for this world premiere. And Juraj, I must say that Plastic Symphony seems so authentic and so melancholic film, like you forget that this is fiction film. Probably it's your background of documentary filmmaker made this. And if you can elaborate maybe how you came to Plastic Symphony in your head, in your thoughts.
Thank you. I'm very glad that you have this feeling about film. This idea came to us from very simple idea. We would like to go to make films about small and big things. I wanted to make film about journey of self-acceptance. We wanted to show that it is not easy to find yourself, and we wanted to show that this ways and this journey is really painful and hard sometimes, and it was first idea. Yes, this film is very the story is maybe quite like ordinary life. We wanted to make this film in the atmosphere that we, like viewers, when people will watching film, maybe can feeling that they are invisible observer of ordinary life, ordinary situation, and they can film troubles of main character that he wants to achieve something, and but on the other side he's not satisfied. But yes, it's I think a little bit philosophical. Film. We can immerse inside and think about many feelings what we in the ordinary life have, like people who want to achieve something, and that's maybe general.
It's a journey of two stepbrothers,
yes,
but full of music. Yeah. And that's why I want to involve Bartosz. For you, after you stole our hearts with Corpus Christi, this is your first international role, even not in your native language, Polish. But also you had to learn something else. Maybe now it's a time to reveal what you did in preparation for this film.
Actually, Juraj picked me out way before Corpus Christi. He casted me when I was still working in National Theatre in Krakow. So it was like the journey of the whole film was a very, very, very long journey. So he picked me up from Krakow, a Polish actor, and he asked me to play a Slovakian cellist. And I never played a music instrument. I played a little bit of guitar when I was, I don't know, 14 or something. But I never played a music instrument, and I never spoke Slovakian and German. So yes, that was the big and huge challenge for me. I spent almost a year practicing cello, and Juraj was crazy enough to add more and more pieces to preparation. I was just going nuts, learning that, okay, so there's... we have this very nice idea. Maybe you can play also, it's not very long. It's this Brahms. I was like, What else? Piazzolla, Brahms, my own composition, Schulhof. Like, please give me a break. But yeah, we were trying to do it with my teacher, and I was practicing it till the day that we shot it, and it was super stressful.
And are you still practicing after film?
Yeah, I do it from time to time. I had to, like, I had a lot of work, and also there was I did another project right now, which I had to learn many things too, like horse riding or sword fighting, all that. So I was kind of occupied with that too. But it stays as something that I can do, which is amazing. I can do it as live, not on film, without good sound design. I play like 7-8-year-old cousin on a Christmas, but it looks well.
You write Plastic Symphony, also a story of two cities connected by train, Bratislava and Vienna. Also, and both cities, at least for me, are protagonists of two films. Of your film.
There are. We work with the contrast, maybe. We work with the brothers. There were contrast. One was big, tall, nice person, and second brother was small, usual character. And these cities were maybe a little bit metaphor for it. Yes, we have Bratislava is maybe more ordinary, smaller. Vienna is a city for city of classical music. And I think we are very close. Bratislava and Vienna is really very, very close, and it takes 1 hour from our city, and it was challenge for us to use these natural possibilities between the cities. Yeah.
And for your film will stay in my memory forever with sounds. Yeah, I thought that this film must be heard in cinema also. And sounds of both cities are very different, and I imagine you spent lots of time to record sounds.
Yes, I think this work of our people who made sound, it is great work. I think it is not only about music. There are really natural sounds and steps. You feel like character, because it is important to work with the silence, with the sounds, with the music, and it fits together. And we it was important to make complex film with these things. Yeah.
For me, like the really magical moment regarding the sound was when we were shooting on one of the towers, one of the church towers. What was the church?
Stefan's house.
Stefan's house, yeah. We were shooting there, and one take was disrupted by bells, which were like super close to us. We were on a spike, you know, like we were there next to them, and it was. The wave of the sound of the bell was so overwhelming and so beautiful, so incredible, really.
Yes, I felt that many times in the ordinary things, ordinary sounds, we can feel music, and it was for me, for example, this case, when we were hearing sounds of bells, it is music, and we can feel it. Yeah.
And Bartosz, your partner in crime, Wojtek, will be with us in front to greet audience and to answer questions. But for him, it's a major first performance.
Yes, yes, it was his first, we can say, big role. He was in like an extra somewhere, very, yes, but. I think Wojta was great. Really, he is not a professional actor, but he was very natural, nice. When he started to to act, to play with Bartosz. I felt that they are I believe them that they are natural and that they understand each other. It was for me really nice first feeling when we started to shoot.
Yeah, it was crazy. Like I felt like immediate chemistry with him. Like sometimes not with the professional actors. Absolutely, you need to work out through it. There's so many ideas and ideas about the people, about themselves, and how they want to make this part look and what they want from the scene. But it was just there. And being a brother, like doing everything, like it was so nice to work with him. It was really great.
And he's superbly honest.
Yes.
Yeah. And you can feel this honesty. You can't lie. How honest you are.
But he couldn't play. He can play. He only be. He only was, and it was perfect.
And Bartosz, I'm really curious and wonder how you worked, how you developed this role, because it seems that you had a chance, or maybe Juraj will disapprove, to improvise a lot, especially in these musical scenes where you travel to Vienna to play. Was it very strict, or you had some freedom to?
That was a big challenge for me because I had to rely on Juraj, especially with text and how do I sound and do I pronounce everything well. It was very hard for me to improvise, for example, like the conversation, because I couldn't do it. I had to follow the strict text that we could have thought about something before, but I had to prepare it. So for me, basically, this part was about practice, like practice every day, solid 1 hour, 2 hours of practice of cello, German, Slovakian practice. And I thought it's a brilliant way to prepare for a part of a musician, because like being a professional, especially classical musician, it is about practice. From the moment that you achieve some kind of fluency in what you're doing, then you can play around it. I had a little bit of it. We could have thought about some things on the set, but it had to be prepared from my point of view. I couldn't do it, which I love to do it in Poland, especially. And we always change and we improvise, and you put something like you disrupt the space with something new that you're doing in the scene. It wasn't possible here. I had to knew it, prepare it, and practice it before.
So everything was choreographed?
Yes, especially with this idea that they wanted to make every scene in one take.
Yeah. And how long takes? Do you remember how long is your longest take?
Yes, I think this scene, how you are going to ten concourse for audition. This audition scene was the longest one. I think this is maybe 5, 6, 7 minutes long. It takes a really long time, and we prepare everything, and it is I think very nice this way of shooting, because yes, this is long shot, but in the middle on like a content of this shot, there is everything. There's detail, there is wider shot, there is movement. I think, but it had to be really prepared by cinematographer Timotei. We talked about it much, and it is nice that you have there in one shot everything like in normal cinematography, normal connections of shots, but it is only in one shot.
And we couldn't fake playing, this kind of an idea. We couldn't cut to a detail of someone else's playing, or cut to my face in while I'm playing to like hide my mistakes. I had to do it all. That was big stress for me, when the take takes like 7 minutes and you have to play meantime. and speak a language that you don't speak and you don't want to trip on it. That's a lot.
Yeah, we unfortunately we must wrap our take on Plastic Symphony, but Juraj, maybe you can confirm or not. Did you try to shoot in chronological order, especially relationships, development
I
of
think we didn't shoot it in chronological order. We because it is hard to manage it in this way. I think so. We talked about it much because these connections of order was important, and yes. So
as you just heard, and probably Black Knight's official selection and other competitions are about long takes. We have so many films where long takes are so crucial to film, and I suspect you would want to see and hear Plastic Symphony at the Tallinn Black Knights Film Festival. Thank you for listening to us, and it would be the world premiere of this amazing and unforgettable film.
Thank you.
thank you very much.